As we begin today's session, let me let you know that I am Sue Johnson. This is Lester Bryant, our videographer. We're from Wake Up and Live's Actors Studio, and this is our first time working with Chris.
Yes.
Yeah. In terms of bringing our employment workshop to the janitorial class this year. I didn't phrase that clearly. What does the word passion mean? And sports may be your passion, and we'll come back to that.
A strong desire, something you really love, you want to accomplish, do, you have a great interest in.
Good. Yes, sir.
That means you have the ability for feeling.
Yes, sir. And when it comes to having a passion, yours is sports, right?
Yes, ma'am.
What kind of sports?
All sports.
All sports?
Yes, ma'am.
Of those, do you feel greater about one than the other?
Yes, basketball.
Basketball, do you play basketball or watch basketball?
Both.
Okay, what position do you play when you play?
Everything from small forward to center.
They got a small forward now?
Yes, ma'am.
I missed that. Tell me about a small forward. Yeah. That's new. Seriously, this is back and forth. You're teaching me something.
Small forward is the position that LeBron James and Carmelo Anthony play, two of the most important basketball players today. And that's in between the shooting guard and the power forward. Their position is basically to score and set up the offense when it comes down on the floor in the post that meets closest to the basketball hoop. And they also help anchor the defense with the center and power forward.
Let's give him a round of applause.
He deserves that.
Yeah, round of applause. You'll find out we're from a theater group, so we believe in applause for good stuff. That was excellent. And this project is also about communication. So I have to give you lots of credit. You were very clear, explicit, and descriptive in what you were saying. What else? How can you tell when you are pursuing? Now, with the 5-step action plan, all we got to do is figure out how do you do that.
Right.
Okay. All right, let's take a minute because now we're going into, so yeah, everybody's got a different family dynamic, different background and so forth, and they can be used to help shape your values, shape your work ethic, shape your relationship, not only with your children, but your significant others, your employers. And you need to, even though our purpose is when we go in for interviews and when we interact with our employers, what is one of the main things we should not do? Yeah.
Bring family into the workplace.
Personal information.
Right. Like I did months, like I did.
Let's pretend. Okay, come on up. Philip is coming to the Wake Up and Live Center for Performing, Cultural, and Living Arts. That's a pretend organization. And what he's going to do is he's going to apply for a position here as an employee, not as an entrepreneur. Got that? Okay, so what I want you to do, and I'm going to ask you, please tell me why you want the position of landscape, head landscaper.
How you doing? My name's Philip.
Hi there, I'm Sue Johnson.
Nice to meet you, Philip.
Okay, now, have you ever done commercial, industrial landscaping in addition to residential?
Yes, I have some businesses, like Pepper Pike. I did some work for Cleveland Public Steel. I'm trying to offer the answer. Would y'all promote within?
Okay, yes we do, as a matter of fact. Yes we do. Okay, well listen, I want to thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you.
And we'll be getting back to you in about a week. But if you have any other questions, you can take my card from out front. Leave your application with the secretary, the office assistant out front. And hopefully we'll be in touch.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, give him a round of applause.
I did not lie. I have done landscaping before.
Okay, only one flaw. Do you know what that might be?
You have figures?
No. What did you say?
Speaking too long.
Not exactly that, but you're on the right track when you say speaking.
He didn't express his passion for the
Well, no, he did. They have a repertoire of selections. We have a repertoire of stuff. The who, what, when, where, why, and how. Who are we talking to? Always ask ourselves, who are we talking to? Are we talking to the head manager? Are we talking to a supervisor? Are we talking to an HR person? Are we talking to our grandma? How many of you know you just don't bring that street language in the house?
Right.
No matter how messy gangster you may be out in the streets.
That's right.
Your mama and your grandma, don't you bring that mess in here. So always know who you're talking to. Always know what you want to say. Okay? And we're going to fumble and bumble it because that's life. But the only way to reduce the fumbling and the bumbling is to what? There's a very basic thing as it relates to your topic or your subject. Very basically, you reduce the problems if you what? Know what you're talking about. Okay. All right, guys. This belongs to Mr. Chris. I know that. I was going to talk about him being another inspiration.
His
Head is too big already?
Yeah.
Did you overcome a challenge?
Yeah, a few of them.
Did you share or is it private?
No, I share with these guys on a daily basis.
He's my direct video.
Yes, if anything, we all have something that we can relate with. And as we were talking about earlier with what you said earlier in the class, is there are people who are going to think that we can't do what we are capable of. Right. But something that I found out is that whenever I thoroughly apply myself, I have never failed. Okay. And a lot of times I quit applying myself because of outside sources. Because there's outside influence telling me that I cannot do something. But every time I thoroughly apply myself, I've never failed. And that says a lot. Okay? So thank you very much.
Thank you for letting us come in.
Anytime.
And this is your first time, so maybe you'll be here next year.
I hope to be.
Unless you're vice president in charge.
They probably won't want that quite so soon. I do have applications for you guys.
Here's one more.
Oh, next.